Well, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Now today, on the table in front of us, we've got a couple of new knives. These are not Onis. Nope. These are the new, well, Damned Designs Djinn. That's D-J-I-N-N. They are the Oni, but the Oni has a new name because this is the drop point. He's decided to give them a new name, and I think it's really cool. So, what do you get? Well, much like with the Oni, there are a number of different varieties. There is a G10 and D2 version, and there is an S35VN and titanium version, and I have both on the table. This one belongs to Women Carry Knives. This one belongs to me. Excuse me, I have something in my throat today. I'm not really sure what's going on. These are nifty. That's the best word that I can think of to describe them. They are very cool. They are very small. As you can see, they are sort of fifth pocket knives. They are also exceptionally useful, as sort of a backup blade and also something to sort of fidget with. They are excellent at what they do. Now, the Oni was a Tanto, and now the Djinn is a drop point, as you can see. They are front flippers, and they are very good little front flippers. Both the G10 and the titanium have excellent action. There is a lot of design and thought that goes into making a knife this small that still manages to fill the hand and works. I think Adrian De Souza of Damned Designs did an excellent job here. Well, how small are they? That is an excellent question. Let's do some size comparisons. I'm going to go ahead and move the G10 model out of the way and focus on the titanium version here. The titanium is a frame lock, as you can see. Here it is against the Presidio 2 Mini, which looks like a maxi when compared to the Djinn. Here it is against the full-size Presidio, and as you can see, it's a tiny knife. It really is. But unlike a lot of small knives that lose their function because they're so small, the design of the Djinn is not like that. Now, it is a two-finger knife for me, but because it is reasonably thick and with the pocket clip, it fills that hand in such a way that, especially when you plant your thumb, that it really locks in. This is just like the Tanto version, the Oni. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and I have really, well, no, not really. I have absolutely sort of fallen for it. It is just a fantastic tool to toss into a backpack pocket, or as I said, fifth pocket in jeans, or to just drop in the pocket. It's got enough weight that you feel like you're holding on to something, and I do love that action. I really do. I think it's beautiful. I love the drop point. I just do. I think it's fantastic. Well, how light is it? Well, like I said, it's got some heft. And I think that is built around the idea that when you're holding onto a knife, you probably want to know it's there. So we're going to fire up the scale if it chooses to. There we go. Zero out. Let's zero that. The Oni weighs in at 2.6 ounces. It's not a heavyweight. 2.6 ounces is not a lot of weight. The blade length, Oni, if we line it up, I'm going to grab my glasses, one of the advantages or disadvantages of getting older. You get about 1.75 inches of cutting on 2 inches of S35VN on the titanium model and D2 on the G10 model. The overall knife from end to end is 1, 2, 3, 4, just at 5 inches. It is a little guy. The grind on the blade has a beautiful swedge at the top. It's got jimping right where your thumb wants to land. It is well sorted in that regard. It comes to not a super thin edge, but a very slicey edge. I have used this thing to cut open boxes and tape and rope and cord, and it does all of those things just like you'd want it to. It functions in every way as a much larger knife would, and again, because we are a little over a ½ inch, I'll go ahead and use the calipers so we can see for sure. But you're a little over a ½ inch through the handle. It allows for really solid grip. Let's do the blade stock first. Back here at the thickest place, it is 3 millimeters of S35VN or D2. The handle at its thickest point is 12 millimeters or 0.51 inches, so just over a ½ inch. Now, if you add the pocket clip, it is 0.6 inches. I like that, particularly for people with larger hands, because like I said, it means that when you grab hold of this thing, it allows for a really, really solid grip. The fit and finish on these, well, is very good. We were lucky enough to have a handful of them in-house before we sent them on to other people. And every single one of them was flawless. I mean, really. There are no marks on the blades. The titanium came perfectly. Every single one of them was dead center. There you go. Somebody once told me at Blade Show West, I think, that it is harder to make a good small knife than a good large knife because everything is compressed. Everything is shrunk down. Whoever was responsible for the final touches on this did a really good job. It has his logo, the X and the O being the lanyard hole here. If you lanyard, this knife is set up for you. Other than that, it is open construction with a couple of barrel spacers. And the G10 model is the same. Open construction with a couple of barrel spacers. Now, the G10 model has a nice deep carry stamped steel clip, which I think is very cool. These are or will be available. Now, the original Onis, unfortunately, because of the COVID situation, had some trouble getting out of their country of manufacture, which was China, and making their way to the people that had bought them. I watched Adrian suffer. I mean, just, it kicked his butt, guys. There's nothing he could do. But while that was going on, the factory was producing the next run of these, now known as the Djinn, with the drop point. And I love them. Now, I'm a Tanto fan. I have a couple of knives that I really love in Tanto. But I think the drop point in this particular knife is actually more useful. I haven't used this thing for food yet. I mean, it's not like you get a long draw cut. But the way that it's built, because of the shape, you can get the blade down on the table without knocking your knuckles. And it's got tons of excellent belly. Is it a bit of a fidget spinner? Yeah, it is. And that's cool. Just playing with this thing is so much fun. That it's also super useful and well made, that is an excellent bit of awesome attached to what is just a super fun and cool knife. Now, I have seen someone finger flick this thing. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. So, it's not just a front flipper. You get multiple forms of deployment. You get a well thought out and well sorted blade design in a comfortable and useful handle. I think Adrian over at Damned Design really knocked it out of the park with both the original Oni design and with this new Djinn. These are available, or will be available, on his website. When the time comes, we will let you know. Keep your eyes on the Damned Design website for the drop information on these. If you're looking for a small, cool, interesting little knife, the original Oni in Tanto would serve you very well, or the new Djinn in drop point would also serve you very well. For a guy who loves monster knives, for a person who thinks that the full-size Benchmade Presidio is just about the right size, this is a big knife, that I love these little tiny things so much, should speak to fairly cleanly and obviously how good they are. I love that they are colorful. These come in blue, red, yellow, orange, just a ton of different colors. Or really clean titanium, but there are blue titanium and a couple of other colors in this as well. I love that they are fun. I love that they are super functional. And I love that they manage to be an excellent user knife while wrapping in all of that other stuff too. I think that is awesome. So, keep your eye on the website. Keep your ears open for when these things are available. If you want one, go get one. I think they're $35 or $40 for the G10 and around $100 for the full tie. Basically, it's an easy mathematical equation. Good design plus good materials plus fun to use equals an excellent little knife. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed looking these over with me. I know I have enjoyed having them. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the original Oni in Tanto or the new Djinn in Drop Point, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions I can. I will I really will. I will be putting a link to the Damned Design website in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.